It's the lie that has gone on so long that there may not be an opportunity to do a U-turn on it. Mo's got the email.
Bert Show, help me. I've dug myself into a deep hole, and I really don't know if there's any way out. There's no easy way to say this. My boyfriend thinks I'm Puerto Rican, and I've let him believe that for over 6 months of dating. It all started when he came over to my apartment sometime around the first couple of weeks that we were dating. I had just put up this new joke flag that I had bought off Amazon. It was the American flag with a photo of Nicki Minaj saluting on the front. I know that's stupid. I still love it. He pointed at it, and I thought he was about to start making fun of me, but instead he shouted, Boricua! At the time, I had no idea what that meant, so I just smiled and laughed. From then on, he kept making little comments and asking random questions. He asked me if I spoke Spanish, and I told him no. I thought he was asking what language I had learned at school, and I had taken French. He called me a no sabo kid, and I just laughed because I thought he was making a joke about how I didn't learn a language a lot of American people speak. I only realized that he literally thought I was Puerto Rican when we met up with one of his friends who happens to be Dominican, and he told him that I was. I was so put on the spot in a group surrounded by his friends, so I just went along with it and improvised the whole story about coming from a first-generation Puerto Rican family, but not really knowing much about the culture, because my abuela wanted us to fit in. That moment has now haunted me, not only because it was super embarrassing, but because he's now taken it upon himself to introduce me to as many Puerto Rican-style dishes, music, and pieces of culture as he possibly can. Which isn't a bad thing. I love it all. But the only problem is, I'm not Puerto Rican.
Oh, jeez.
Every time we eat mofongo, I taste nothing but guilt. And just to be clear, my boyfriend is a sweet blonde white boy. I think he's so invested in all of this because he enjoys the idea of dating a quote-unquote spicy Latina. I've about had enough. He's taking me to a Bad Bunny night at a club this weekend. I don't think I can keep up this charade any longer, but it's been months. If I come clean now, will he think I'm loco? How do I let him know I am not Puerto Rican, but actually a white Italian girl? Thanks so much, Sophia.
I got this.
You got this?
I got this. So she is going to tell him that she just did one of those 23andMe type deals. And when the results came back, she was shocked by what she found. And now her whole cultural foundation has been rocked.
Adios mio, I can't believe it.
That's actually kind of ingenious.
But she's already told a story about her abuela.
Yeah, but they lied.
That's what they were telling her all these years. She's as disappointed as she doesn't even know who she is anymore.
The whole family was wrong.
Yeah.
They weren't wrong. They were just lying to her for whatever reason, and she doesn't know why.
Right. She feels so deceived.
Just crown that man on.
And if she's deceived, he can't be deceived because she was deceived first.
Yep.
In fact, she needs a shoulder to lean on now.
Yes.
Because she doesn't even know who she is anymore.
You need a little Bad Bunny to wipe the tears away.
I think that's the only way out of this.
Yeah. She dug herself deep. I don't understand. I mean, I kind of do because I've been in positions where somebody says something that's inaccurate. And I guess you don't want to make them feel stupid.
Yeah.
So then you don't correct them. But then it continues. And then you get to to a point of no return. And it's like you can't say anything. And now you're like in an impossible situation.
There was a guy downstairs. I'm not sure who he worked for, but one day I walked in here with one of those Goodwill shirts that I'm so proud of that cost like $3 and it gets into my #1 rotation. And it said something like sloppy dog on it. And the dude says to me, oh my God, the sloppy dog in Chicago. I love that place too. And I'm like, I know, isn't it great?
No.
For whatever reason, lying for the sake of lying, right? But every time I saw this guy, he would say the name of that place, and I'd be like, yeah!
You don't want to take away from their excitement.
I didn't. There's no reason for the lie at all.
But I mean, is there longevity in the relationship if you started, you started your relationship on a lie?
Oh yeah, this is
I'm sure many a successful relationship have been started on a lie. You just don't know it.
yeah. I mean, the way out of this is to just say that she didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, you just got to come clean and say, "Oh, I took the 23andMe test," and then he can start taking
That's
you
not
to
coming clean, Abby.
Well, coming
Sure
clean with another lie. We're already knee deep in lies, so let's just do another one, and then he can take you to Buca de Beppo to wipe your tears. Okay.
As Kristen said, it's just a new truth. That's all.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, I did coin that.
The Burt Show.